Hey everybody, okay, so today I'm going to talk about superpowers. Superpowers. Superpowers that get forged through motherhood. And by superpowers, what do I mean? I mean capabilities. Abilities, capabilities that you have developed through the fire of motherhood. It's interesting, there's two ways to look at these superpowers, as I call them. You may have another name for them. One is that we can be so resentful about the fact that we've had to develop this superpower because I know, you know, we know the cost that it's come at. The cost in blood, sweat, and tears that it has come from. It really has been forged in the fire. So our ability to wake up in the morning, even when we're exhausted, because we know we don't have a choice. That is a superpower. It is a new ability that we have developed in this fire, in this cauldron. And we can get really resentful about that because it's possible that the person lying next to us might have a bad night sleeping and then so they sleep in, which actually makes so much sense. And it's another conversation. But we wake up. So we have this ability. We have this ability for persistence, for endurance. Now, as I talk about these superpowers, I really want to make something very clear. I am not in favor of the martyr. I am not in favor of the sacrificial mother. I am not in favor of this is what we do. Let's all just be exhausted because we're so good at doing it. If you stay until the end of this, you will know what I'm actually talking about, but I just want to say it right up front. So, what else would be a capability? Holding 8 to 10 different areas of responsibilities at the same time. You have kids, house, birthday party, work, school group, creative project, relationship, moving. Maybe before, generally your capability was to hold 2 or 3 things, and now you can hold 8 or 10. Endurance, we've talked about. Determination, the times that you have worked on your book after everybody else has gone to bed and you're exhausted. The times that you have worked out in the middle of the day because you're so determined to work out, even though there was a screaming baby somewhere. Your ability to care at the end of the day when you're just exhausted and it's been a big long day, and you still find somehow that place to ask, how are you? How was your day? How are you doing? Which is in itself phenomenal. All the ways that we do the impossible. The stories of the women who start, the single mothers who start a business with young kids at home. And I'm using an example that sounds extreme. And what I would love for you to open up to is that you are also that extreme version. We all have our versions of that. So I might be talking about something that sounds, oh my God, I've never done anything that hard. But I bet if you look through your past, perhaps your eyes cannot see it, but another set of eyes could. The mother who goes back to school and is going back to school and doing her assignments while caretaking, while home taking. So we have now the capabilities to really do the impossible. So here's what I want to say about that. I want to offer 3, because it's my magic number, 3 interesting ways to look at superpowers. Because what my big question is, what would happen if we decided that we had control over those superpowers and that we could decide if and when and how we used them? Because here's what happens. We develop capabilities. We have all these superpowers. We are super mom. We are doing it all. And it's like a self-fulfilling curse. Because we can do it all, because we take it all on, because we have the capabilities, then there is an expectation from other people around us and from ourselves based on all of the ideas that we get about the good mother being the sacrificial mother. There's the expectation that our superpowers will always be used in service of others. There is the expectation that our superpowers will always be used and only should be used in service of others. Boom. So here's what I want to say about that. What would it be like if you could say no to doing something even though you know you could? What would happen if you looked at those superpowers, those abilities, and decided that you didn't always have to use them, decided that you didn't want to use them, or decided that you would only use them in service of yourself? The other day, my daughter Daisy was online, and the teacher asked a question, and Daisy knew the answer, but she didn't put her hand up. And I heard her say, kind of to herself,